Fast forward a little bit, we moved to Maryland. Two things that stand out there. So I was in sixth grade when September 11th happened. And I remember that day, like we were just sitting in class and boop, may you send such and such to the office for early dismissal. Okay. You lucky you get to leave school early. That's how it was. Next thing you know, boop, can you send such and such? Like, dang, okay. All right. You guess y'all lucky. Boop. This time it's like 2 and 3 names. Can you send such and such and such and such and such and such? He's like, damn, what's going on, boy? Now it's like 5 names. So it got to the point where like if you was one of the last ones sitting in class, you like, damn, like what they call my name? And eventually that name called, I think I ended up had to ride the bus with a couple other kids that day. But what was happening was what we found out because my teacher, Miss John, she ended up turning the TV on and we saw it. So we saw what happened with the Twin Towers and all of that. Now, even though I wasn't in New York, what kind of intensified it was, again, military kid. We lived on Andrews Air Force Base. Where my house was, the same distance it took in Oklahoma to get from our house to that baseball field was the same distance that it was from our house in Maryland to get to where they actually stored and kept Air Force One. That's how close I was to these type of government affairs, I guess, or this military, these military sectors of life. Literally 10 minutes down the road was Air Force One. So as you can imagine, the Pentagon was in the state or neighboring. So that Air Force base was very like, it was pivotal to the equation. So the base was on like you can imagine like all type of protocol and high security, everything like that. So it was right in my face. First time I had been conscious or old enough to realize we were about to go to war. I remember like not being scared so much, but then, not knowing what I know now or feeling how I feel now, I was like, well, shit, I believe what they told us. We America, if we go to war, ain't no way they can beat us, right? That used to be the questions we ask each other on the playground. And yeah, so there's that.